Hi, my name is Dallin Rice, and today I will be discussing case 3-4 in our textbook titled Giving Voice to Values, Franklin Industries Whistleblowing. So I kind of like this case just because in a lot of the other cases, it's mainly right versus right dilemmas, uh, and you kind of have to decide which of the best uh, decisions to choose from. But this one's more of a right versus wrong, I think, and it's kind of nice because you have to decide instead what to do in order to achieve the right outcome. And so with this case, just to give a brief overview, it's about Natalie Garson. She's a CPA at Franklin Industries, and while looking at the books, she noticed some suspicious transactions that one of the managers was doing, and so she took it up with internal audit, and they discovered together that there was about $5 million worth of embezzlement that was taking place at this company. So after discovering this, she brought it up with the controller of the company, and the controller of the company shortly after demoted her. And so she then went to HR and made a claim with them saying that she was retaliated against for whistleblowing, and HR got back to her and said that there was no embezzlement whatsoever, and that because there was no embezzlement, there was no whistleblowing, and so that this retaliation didn't exist, and that she was just demoted by chance. And so she was kind of faced with this situation of what do I do given the current situation of this company. Um, and so there's a couple things that Natalie could do. The first is obviously do nothing about this and to just forget about it, sweep it under the rug. Um, but another big thing that she could do is she could also speak up about this. Um, and I think in the textbook it mentions that she is very true to her values, and so I don't think it's a matter of her keeping quiet. I think it's best for her in this situation to speak up. But the question then becomes, who does she speak to first? And so I think that one of the first people that she should talk to is internal audit. I think they were the ones that helped her discover this fraud in the first place. And if anyone's going to stick out for her and to uh, help her obtain justice in this case, I think internal audit would be the best people to go to. But reaching out to them, I think there's a couple of things that a couple of ways that she might receive backlash. There's a chance that internal audit may not even want to help her. If that's the case, they might have arguments such as the board of directors is full of insiders, uh, and management doesn't care, or they might even say like, "Hey, if we continue to pursue this, we could lose our jobs as well." So those are some of the things that um, Natalie might face when she's bringing it up to HR, to internal audit. And so she has to come up with arguments to help confront this. And I think one of the ways that she could do this is just by, helping them recognize their obligations and responsibilities as internal auditors and their commitment to the company and the organization. But there's a chance that they, even after facing those arguments, still decide to do nothing. And if that's the case, then I think Natalie definitely has a right to take it a step further and even file a claim with the SEC. It did mention in the case that Franklin Industries was a publicly traded company, and with that, I feel that the shareholders and stakeholders deserve accountability from this company. And so by filing a claim with the SEC, she is able to rest easy at night knowing that she's done everything that she could, regardless of the outcome from that. So that just leads me to my conclusion from this is hopefully we're not ever faced with a situation like this where um, our voice is quieted and shushed and swept under the rug. Hopefully, our voices are valued at the places that we work at. But if not, hopefully we can learn from this situation what to do in the future and um, how to stand up for our values despite being faced with opposition. So that ends my presentation, and thank you very much.